Hi y'all, my name is Balthazar Ashanti Sen. Everybody around here just calls me Czar. I'm going to talk about the voodoo community today. I think the thing that I love the most about the voodoo community is how much we all come together and will stand by each other during an emergency. We always check it up on each other. We're always calling each other, texting each other, Facebooking each other, trying to figure out, is everyone all right? Are you cool? And this, you got to understand, this shop here, Voodoo Authentica, represents at least 5 different households in the voodoo community. Some of them are traditional New Orleans style, some of them are traditional Haitian style, some of them are more African oriented. But we represent a collage of houses. So when you see so many houses working towards keeping that communication flowing, it's always a good feeling.
And explain to me a little bit more about houses. My guess is you're not talking about a house structure. It's like a
more like a family,
group?
extended family. Houses in the voodoo community are more like an extended family. My own house, House of Mystic Echoes, is a group that doesn't place one belief system over another, so we have several different belief systems in it, but it is very much a voodoo house too. If you've watched any of the Hollywood movies about voodoo, those are the misconceptions. You can't stab a doll and drop somebody dead 300 miles away. My godmother would be the first to tell you that nobody's got the power of God but God. So, that being said, voodoo is often portrayed in outer circles as polytheistic. We're actually monotheistic. We believe there is only one God. There's a common phrase that goes through a lot of the communities, one God, many faces, because we see God as we need Him to be, versus some white man with a bald head in the clouds waiting to thump you when you do wrong. Well, thankfully the local community is very open and accepting of others. Unfortunately, you get those that are very, well, I don't know your godmother, so you can't be real type of people in voodoo, but thankfully they're few and far between too. So the outsiders can come in. We have whole groups of people that are looking for a new sense on spirituality, especially if they're like me and couldn't fit God into that little box that so many people are comfortable, or like me again, I couldn't ascribe human traits on a God of love and compassion. So, you know, traits like discrimination, sexism. I couldn't put those with a God who created everyone. I just couldn't put it.
Yeah.
Thoughts on misconceptions. Misconceptions are always viewed from the outside in. So when a person comes up with a misconception, it's because they've been standing outside looking in, not asking questions. And that's where the biggest problem comes into play. If you're afraid to ask questions, how are you ever going to learn anything?